Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Heaven can wait, we're only watching the skies.
Welcome everybody, good morning. This is video 8 in my story about my stroke and basically my journey of where I'm trying to sort my life out after having a stroke. So what I'm going to talk about in this video is a lot about AI and why I've decided to use that instead of really going to the doctor and getting advice. So guys, when I was laying in bed for almost 3 months, you start thinking about a lot of stuff and about your life and what you could have done, what you can't do, and what I'm going to be able to do. So I made a promise to myself when I was in there that once I get out and the timing was right, I was really going to push and get my body back into shape. There is no doubt about that. I was determined to do that. I just needed to get the timing right and basically make sure that I wasn't going to damage my body by doing anything too strenuous too soon. So this is why I decided to use AI. Now, I've been using AI for probably since it came out, maybe 3 or 4 years. We started using it for our work, and my son really was the one that's pushed me into it. Because of my age, I'm going, yeah, all right. But he said, no, Dad, come on, start using AI for everything. It can make better decisions and stuff like that. So we use it for a lot of our stuff, especially for our advertising and promotions and stuff like that. So over the last 3 or 4 years since I've been using it, it's got to know me, because if I wasn't feeling well, I would go into AI, say, what do you reckon this is? And it would come back and this, that and the other, So when I had the stroke, that was the thing that I turned to, because in my thinking, it knows a lot more than me, And I'm not saying it knows more than doctors or anything else like that, but it can give you a good insight of what you can and what you can't do. I can't just phone my doctor up now and say, hi, so-and-so, what do you reckon? Can I do it? It doesn't work that way. But with AI, I can go bum, 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 or da-da-da-da-da-da. And it comes back, it gives me an instant answer, and stuff like that. So that's why I've decided to use it and to do this protocol over 12 months, which, as I've said in the previous videos, is going to be very hard, difficult, but nothing in life is easy. Nothing in life is easy. So if you want something bad enough, you've got to push it to get it done. So I watch quite a few different YouTube videos. I follow probably about 4 or 5 on a regular basis, and they're all for different reasons. So one of them is a guy in America called Victory Services. They do concreting, So I've followed him since he more or less started, and he's got something like 700,000 followers now. And it's nothing particular, but it's just the banter of the guys backwards and forwards. They're American, I'm English, very similar to where we come and what we do and how we say things. But it's nice to see how he's come on over the last few years. And, I've always thought to myself, before I was ill, I'm going to go there and try and get a day's work with them, just to have a laugh, but obviously that's not going to happen. So one of the other videos, YouTube videos that I follow is a guy called Raphael Molotov, He is I'm not sure if he's Polish, yeah, but he's got a really, really good body on him, a real jacked body. And he's my sort of guy, yeah. I've noticed recently that he stopped swearing in his videos, but his videos before were all swear. So he stopped swearing, yeah, which has taken a bit of the aggression out of the video, because basically it's like, let's get this done. But it's toned down a bit now. So maybe that's because of YouTube, yeah. But the way that he is and the motivation that he wants to give you, yeah, is 100%. I contacted him when I first had the stroke, yeah, when I come out of hospital, and he responded, yeah, which meant a real lot to me. And basically, this is a bit of a tribute to him, yeah. He responded, and I really, really appreciate what you said to me. It was all positive. So that helped a lot. So another channel that I follow, which I've followed for a couple of years, is a guy in America called Brian Johnson. Now, most of you, if you're into health, has probably seen one of his videos. So he's this guy that's, I think he's about 47, maybe 50 now. And he's trying to reverse his age, yeah. He's spending like millions of dollars on various aspects. And I really, really can understand what he's saying. Ask your heart what food it needs, what exercise it needs. Ask your liver what food it wants, you know, and what it doesn't want. Where he's done all these tests. I understand, yeah. So he's come up with a protocol, if you want to call it that, of his workout, his food, and the way that he lives. The way that he lives. I know it's okay if you're a multi-millionaire, you can live differently to the ordinary people. But I really, really understand where he's coming from. Yeah, and he's putting all of the results that he's getting online, which is good. He's not keeping it secret. He probably could have sold them all. Yeah, but he's put it all online, so it's there for everybody to see. And although he gets a lot of negative comments, when I'm looking at him, he does look much younger. To me, he does look much, much younger than when he started. When he started, he was quite pulky, yeah, in the face. And he's changed. He's lively, bubbly, yeah. So I do follow him with his videos that come out, yeah. I was actually going to follow him completely to what he's telling everybody to do with the food, because I'm a vegan, yeah, and he's a vegan. But after the stroke, yeah, I've got to be careful on what I do. So that's why I thought, right, let's ask AI, what can I do? How can I get back to where I am? So that's where I am now at this stage, yeah. Dealing with AI to get my body back in shape. Over 12 months, I've given myself a time limit. 12 months, I will follow everything, and let's see where it goes. Thanks. So guys, as I was just saying, the reason why I've decided to use AI is because it knows me and it's given me a really good protocol that is possibly going to put me back to somewhere where I was before I had the stroke. So it's given me more than 10 pages. I thought it was 10 pages there, but it's more than 10 pages. It's about, I don't know, maybe 15 pages, something like that. So I'm just going to read you a little bit about what it says. And bear in mind, it knows me. It's known me for probably 3 years at least. Mike, I admire your determination. That's a strong mindset, and it will help you recover and rebuild. Since you've had a stroke and are 77, it's important for me to tailor your diet and training plan just for you, for both muscle and cardiovascular health. I'll give you a balanced, safe, stroke-safe muscle building nutrition plan, but I recommend you also check with your doctor or dietitian before making big changes, since certain foods and supplements may interact with medications like blood thinners. So I'm on blood pressure tablets, but only just a small amount, so it's not a lot. And then the other part where I said I need to get jacked at 77. Jacked, for anyone that doesn't understand, means build muscle, because I really have lost so much muscle, compared to what I had before. So I asked it, I need to get jacked at 77. What do I need to do? Let's come back. Mike, great decision. Yes, even though you've had a stroke, you can absolutely get into serious strength shape at 77. And your decades of physical work are a strong foundation. That said, the approach needs to be smart and adapted for age recovery, joints, and overall health. Below is a roadmap tailored just for you as a 77-year-old builder to get jacked, build strength, build muscle, get toned safely and effectively. So then it goes on and on and on about what I've got to do, all the way down to diet, what sort of food to eat each day, which is what I need. I need something, right, this is what you've got to do, and I will follow it. So I'm really looking forward to getting it done, And I've just come off the phone talking with my son, and he's about to do the same because he's put a lot of weight on as well. So I'm really looking forward to it. So I really hope that I can build this channel and get a lot of comments backwards and forwards. People that might have done something like this, what do they think? People that want to do it, follow it. But all I can say is you can't follow my journey. You can follow my journey, but not what I'm actually doing. Everyone is different. This has been tailored for me from AI knowing my medical history, the fact that I was quite well built before I had the stroke. I was pretty physical, It might be different for someone that's, weak or is not very well built. So I would suggest that you get it made directly for you, and obviously check with your doctor before you start doing stuff like this. So thanks for watching. Keep watching. So guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to close this video now, and please watch the rest of the video. You might find it a bit entertaining, and thanks very much for watching. Thank you. Hey guys, this is another story about my grandson, Danny. So we're working on a job a few years ago, and basically he's using his phone every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes he's using his phone. So it pissed me off, So I said, stop using the phone or get off the job. So he actually walked off the job, But because we was a long way from home, he didn't go very far before he come back. Put his phone in the van and got on with his job. So about a week later, we're working on a job, and we've got several vans there. He's sitting in another van, and we're sitting there having our lunch. And all of a sudden, I start receiving texts from an unknown number, and they're a bit abusive. You old git, you old big bastard, and stuff like that, And I thought, who's sending me these texts? Who's sending me these texts? So all of a sudden, I just happened to notice that where Danny was sitting in one of the other vans, he was sniggering, he was laughing into his phone, And I thought, oh, okay. Now I know who it is. So I didn't say no more that day, So basically, I've gone home and I've built a website, The following week, we're working somewhere up in Sheffield, I think it was, and we've got on the job, and the lady of the house said, okay guys, right, there's the sweet shop over there, there's the fish and chip shop there, the cafe's over there, and the whorehouse is opposite in the house over there. So we was laughing at that. So Danny at the time was quite intrigued, yeah, and he was watching the guys coming in and out all day long, yeah, in and out all day long of this house. So when we went back to the hotel that night, we got separate rooms, yeah. So already I'd made a joke to my older grandson, Lou. I said, try and bring Danny in if you can, but make out that he's not allowed to come in. So later on that night, Lou come in and he brought Danny in with him, yeah, because what Lou has told Danny is that we're going to start looking at naughty websites, let's put it that way, naughty websites. So I said to Dan, no, you can't look at these because your mum's going to have a go at me. I said, you can't look at these websites. And he's, please, Grandad, please, Grandad. I said, okay, just a few. You can look at just a few. So as we're scrolling through the websites, a gay website has come up, a gay one. So then we're scrolling down. As I'm scrolling down, Danny said to me, hey, Grandad, he said, that guy looks like me, meaning him. And I went, oh, Dan, yeah, it does, doesn't it? And he went, what the F? He says, how comes my picture's up there? I said, I don't know. I said, what's your name? And he was called Danny the Ram, yeah? And he went, what the F? He says, how comes it's up on that website? I said, Dan, I don't know. So I said, let's have a look at the rest of the website. And then we scrolled down to the bottom of the website, and right at the very bottom of the website, in big letters right across the bottom, was, don't fuck with your granddad. There you go. Moral of the story, yeah, don't F with your granddad. Then he realised it was me. I'd made a fake website up quickly. It wasn't online, it was only on the computer. Yeah. And I said to him afterwards, you're texting me all them messages and you thought I didn't know it was you. So there you go. I've got my own back on it. Just a quick story, hope you like it.
Heaven can wait, we're only watching the skies, hoping for the best but expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop the bomb or not?